Welcome to the Auditory Matching tutorial. This video is a quick introduction of our Auditory Matching app on the iPad. It is now available in the Apple App Store. This app is based on Dr. Choi's Auditory Match to Sample on Computer program. Auditory matching is a research-based protocol that teaches students to discriminate between positive and negative exemplars of different sounds and words by matching the sample sound to the matching exemplar. Auditory match to sample is fundamental to listener literacy, the enhancement of echoic responding, and may play a possible role in inducing the capability to learn the names of things incidentally. This is our welcome page. Auditory matching has been widely used in the CABA school system. CABA stands for Comprehensive Application of Behavior Analysis to Schooling, and it's about the science of teaching for all children. For more information, please visit our website at www.cabaschools.org. Once you have downloaded the app onto your iPad, you can add a student. You can choose the gender of the student, type in the student's name, and then click Save. To start, you can teach your student the matching topography through a pre-intervention teaching phase. You can find this phase right under your student's name on the screen. Instruction is blocked into 20 trials per session. You can easily find the trial number your student is working on the top of the screen. In this phase, you will be presented with 3 buttons. This is the teacher button at the top, and these 2 buttons at the bottom are for the student to choose. One of them is the positive exemplar, and the other the negative exemplar. The app tracks the student's correct and incorrect responses automatically, and the numbers are displayed at the bottom left-hand side of the screen. The app also keeps track of the duration of the program and lets you know how long you've been running this protocol. The total time is shown on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Now I will show you how to present the instruction for this phase. First, the teacher presses the top button on the screen, then presses the 2 buttons at the bottom. The sequence doesn't matter here, but it's preferred that you randomly alternate between clockwise and counterclockwise to avoid the possibility of side bias. And finally, press the top button one more time. The teacher then gives the direction, Match. You don't have to tack the name of the top picture here, and waits 3 seconds for the student to respond. The student is required to press the button that matches the same picture and sound as the top teacher button. Once the student has finished responding, the teacher presses the Submit button located on the top right-hand side of the screen. The app will provide the corresponding consequence. If the student does press the matching button, automatic reinforcement in the form of fireworks animation, together with the applause sound, will appear to reinforce the correct response. If the student presses the non-matching button, he will be presented with a correction, in which the app presents a screen with the 2 matching buttons, while playing the corresponding sounds one after the other automatically. The teacher can also point to the exemplar and emphasize with the gestural cue, "This is the one." The teacher then starts the presentation again and provides the student with another opportunity to respond independently. The same procedure is repeated 3 times during the correction until the student presses the matching button. The teacher may provide him with a partial physical prompt on the 3rd attempt. However, if the student responds correctly during the correction procedure, no reinforcement should be given. Rather, the teacher could simply acknowledge the correct response, "That is correct," and move on to the next trial. The app is also able to recognize a correct response during the correction procedure, provide a programmed confirmation with a check mark, and a text prompt, "That's right," on the screen. Another great feature of this app is that it automatically randomizes the sequence of presentation to prevent memorization. Every time you turn on the app, you will be presented with a different trial. Once criterion is achieved in the pre-intervention training phase, the student can move on to the basic intervention phase. The layout of the screen looks very similar to what we just saw in the pre-intervention training phase, except that now the buttons all bear the same look. This is done so the student attends to the sound of the buttons rather than an external prompt. The sequence of presentation is identical to the one we just showed in the pre-intervention phase. Here is an example of the Phase 1 basic training section, matching sounds versus no sounds. Match. There are 8 phases in the basic intervention section and 13 phases in the advanced intervention section. The 8-phase basic auditory matching teaches students to match target sounds or words versus no sound, white noise, or other sounds or words. The 13-phase advanced auditory matching teaches students to match longer and more complex words, phrases, and even sentences. The differences between the target sounds and the non-exemplars decrease incrementally, and the complexity of the exemplars increases gradually from basic to advanced phases. If you would like to learn more about the auditory matching protocol, please refer to the following references.